are sort of going to get in little bubbles where, you know, you and the people you know are only going to be watching and reading the same things because the people you know are watching and reading those things?
I do. It's called the filter bubble, so you're only exposed to the ideas that you already like, so it reinforces them. There are things to be aware of. I don't think I would say, you know, let's run for the hills, be scared, but being exposed to other ideas that you don't always like is not a bad thing. You know, whether you're left, right, up or down, exposure to other ideas only makes you a better person. A lot of the recommendation engines aren't really trying to take one political toll or anything like that. You know, I'll keep going back to Amazon, like, you know, I bought a fork, you know, maybe a spoon's a great thing. I don't think that's bad, right? Going to the New York Times and all of a sudden not seeing politics in some part of the world, I think is a bad thing. But I'll let society figure this stuff out. I think people are pretty smart in the end, and that we evolve, we try things, we see that they're bad, and we fix them. So I don't know how concerned I would be.
So you wouldn't say it's something that you necessarily think that it's something that, like, current recommendation engine designers would need to take into account and say,
Oh, we do.
Oh, you do, and so you have sort of the things that people, you know, people you like, and then every so often there's here's something else that may not have occurred to you.
Yep.
Okay. Very interesting. Well, you have, I feel like...
The word serendipity.
Oh, I like that. So you aim for serendipity in
Sometimes.
Your recommendations.
Right, like it's not clear. Should it all be that? No, then it's just random. Sometimes it's good.
Okay. Well, you have addressed all of my
Yay.
questions. But if there's anything, I don't know if the girls have questions or if there's anything else you feel like we should know that I didn't think to ask you.
And I have maybe one question, because I know there are a lot of recommendation engine companies and they design different recommendations for specific product like camera or maybe something else. So do you think maybe in the future we will have a big company who do all those recommendation engines to include all the products? Because I think in this area, you know, trust is very important. Reputation of the company is really important.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Probably not. Just because most of the companies kind of hold a lot of that data close to them because that's one of their most valuable assets. But I think that people are trying to do a good job and not deceive the public. I think you have to believe that people are genuinely good in trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, because sometimes just like for me, I just feel it's very difficult to choose, you know, which recommendation engine you would trust most. Because sometimes, for example, Amazon will recommend me something very strange. I don't know why.
Serendipity.
Yeah,
Serendipity.
yes.
Yeah. Or like me and my wife both share the same account, so sometimes it's recommending Berenstain Bear books to me. It's okay. It's okay. I think the trust thing, like a lot of the engines strive to explain why they've recommended something. So Netflix, like, because you've watched this, where you think you might like that. And so even when it's wrong, you're like, okay, I understand. So engines can give these clues to people, and then you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, it's not so bad. So really understanding why a recommendation was given to you, I think, is important. But I'll let others figure out.
Yeah, just sometimes it's kind of time-consuming because you have to like read reviews, maybe sometimes by the recommendation engine or sometimes written by other consumers.
Yeah. You can build a company and make it better.
So I think maybe it's not a bad idea to build like an agency to monitor